kidding me? Oh, wait. Told me this game doesn't allow. I'm confused now. Really confused now. Just put one of these in. Alright. It's all working. You played them? I have not actually. No. It's my first experience of the Stanley Parable. Computer doesn't feel invisible. There we go. Okay. Boop. Alright. Put in the correct time. Confirm. Note accessibility settings can be accessed from the main menu. Okay. Alright, begin the game. Never the end is never the end. Oh no. Oh no. So I've seen a little bit about this. Know a little bit about it. Can mess with the narrator, that's all.
This is the story of a man named
I don't want
Stanley.
to skip.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long.
I can pause the game to quickly go into a party, so I can adjust my audio. Yes, the party is being options, audio settings. I had to go to game settings. Can I? Where is the language? Well, not language. Audio. Let's turn you down to a. Let's be funny. Now I'm going to. Now that I've been funny with it.
To push them,
Zoom again.
and in what order. This is what employee 427 did
I don't know how
every
the
day,
voice
every month
is gonna
of
change.
every year. And although others might have considered it, stanched every moment that the orders came in, as though he
I think I
had
just
been
need to be
doing
louder.
exactly
That's what I'll do.
this job. And Stanley
Alright, good to know.
was happy.
Good thing to know Stanley was happy.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Ooh.
Something that would forever
I don't even know what the word
change
peril
Stanley.
means. Hold on.
Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say
A simple
hi.
story used to illustrate
Never
a
in
moral or
all his
spiritual
years at
lesson.
the company had this
Okay.
happened. This complete
Uh-oh.
isolation. Something was very clearly wrong.
Stanley.
Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest
I
time.
move.
But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk
I
and
didn't do
stepped out of his office.
Oh. If I don't. I hate Mondays. I phased through my chair. What?
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure.
Yeah,
what if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed.
Oh, wait.
Then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do.
Oh, it won't let me open the door now.
It's just a little bit closer.
Oh no.
Now it's even closer.
Uh-oh.
Here it comes.
Oh, wait, what? The end is never... Wait. Oh no. Uh-oh. Oh no. It's kind of hoping it... Oh. Oh. Can I close the door again?
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure.
Oh, okay. Okay, it just redoes that. Let's just begin the game again then. Let's do what it intends and not just close the door. Now I can interact with a few things. I get a wee noise when I do it. Right. No. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Oh.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't. Stanley went every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
I turned the computer off. Uh-oh. Number one dead. Okay. Alright. Another computer off. Waiting input. Received. Oh. Uh-oh. 420. Oh, it won't let me. Oh, god damn it. Seems suspicious. Spilt. Can't. Eel? I don't know. Right. Curiosity. I can't read what that says. Uh-oh. I can't go on. Right.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Side. Fuck you.
This
I want
was
to go
not
on the
the
right
correct
door.
way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Turned on computer in there. No, I can't go in. Odd. There's it won't let this little one. It's a nice room.
Worth admiring.
Right.
It had really been worth the detour after all. Just a moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. And he's drinking it all in.
I get a drink.
Yes, really. Here in a room so utterly that even more co-workers have mysteriously vanished. Chairs and some paintings.
Fine.
Eager to get back to business, Stanley took the left.
Fuck you too. Narrator. Is that? No.
He was so bad at following directions, he wasn't fired yet.
Okay. Way to be a dick. Or place. Ooh. Elevator. jump from the cargo lift while it is will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo. Penalty for jumping. Does look like.
I think perhaps we've gotten off on the foot here. I'm not your enemy.
Oh?
Really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else, but the fact about
I don't think it's investing my trust in someone else. It's the fact embodied voice.
Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. I'm not asking for me.
Damn it. Wait, no.
I'm asking for her.
Who?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Who?
Has been
What?
waiting.
I can't get that to move again. Who's... I don't...
That's her. You needn't to do this. Reach out to her.
What the fuck?
If you can truly place
Wait,
your
what?
faith in another, pick up the phone.
What the fuck? Wait. What? Who's this her? What? My screen's gone white. Who's this her? I'm concerned. Oh. Where's the fuck
Stanley, is
am
that
I?
you? Hold on, sweetie.
What?
Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All
What?
right. Okay,
Can't-
very good.
But I can...
All right, now, I want you to
Wait,
come in
that's
and tell
my
me
office.
all about...
You're down.
Oh,
Gotcha.
what the fuck?
Oh, come
Fuck you,
on.
narrator.
Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life
I was
to
confused
you?
with most of that.
I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Okay. I fucked up.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
What? Good morning, employee 427. Press.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons,
What?
doing exactly what he's told to do.
No,
Now
I don't
he's
want to.
pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
No. Not no. Fuck you. I'm not going to push the button. I'm going to sit here. This non-existent wife of Stanley's. Like that mashing the A button sounds like a keyboard. I don't think anything happens. Nothing's going to happen if I just leave it bullet.
But
5.
in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries.
Get this
of
from here.
lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Okay, yeah, you fuck you too, narrator. TV. Okay,
And
this
so
has
he
got my
began to
interest.
fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss,
Oh my
everyone
God.
in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of
Fuck's
the earth.
sake.
The thought excited him terribly.
To spend time with
So
the
he went
boys.
further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors
Oh my God, it's
and
just-
that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Prepared dinner.
As he wandered through this fantasy
Oh.
world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one
don't like
path lay
that.
an enormous round room
The
with
room is
monitors
merging.
and mind controls. And another was
What?
a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the
Wait.
Stanley Parable.
I have... Wait, what? But he
It
doesn't...
was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he
What?
might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
But she's
But
not
there is
real.
no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer. But as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't.
I'm so confused.
He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
But I do want to question things. Like now, why all of a sudden my chair has collision physics?
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button.
No.
And I
what? What? Please don't. Wait, what? Oh, that's a lot to take in. I don't know what I'm doing. Should I have pushed a button there? Did the narrator break? Did he have a mental... Oh god. What the I'm back?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Fuck you. Fuck you. What? That was over there before. Oh no. Oh no. Everything seems normal.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire
it. I can't?
It.
Oh, I can. Yo.
Wow. Yes. This room. What a beautiful room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
But I don't want to.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
I wanted to get over there, but I missed my chance.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you forgot. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why?
Yes.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Oh, this is very...
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
But I want to go through the blue door.
Perhaps you misunderstood.
What?
Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Oh, the blue door.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
Okay.
Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
All right.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Stanley, take it for a spin.
But I want to take this option. Never mind.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
It did. I mean, I didn't pick it, but it's nice to have the option.
You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
I'm scared with this Stanley Parable Worldwide Leaderboard. Good old Neil, Skid, Nacho, Nacho, Vola. I have the weirdest feeling these aren't real people. Yeah, Stanley. Dead Red is better than me. I'll go back this way.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Yeah. No. I'm going to think it's 3.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some play testing.
You sure?
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect.
I wouldn't.
Let me boot it up.
All right. Oh. What new game are we going to play, Mr. Narrator?
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours.
Oh no,
so why
I'm
don't
not going to play
4
this 4 hours.
Play to make sure it's effective. Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
That is Die. Okay. Let's die, baby.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. Done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain.
Okay.
Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
What?
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley?
Firewatch?
What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man, spies and civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted, erotic purpose.
Oh.
Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total gravity. So far, everything about this game, Stanley. and it seems there's even more. Come, venture outward and see what else is out there.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot to look at.
Oh, no, it can't be.
What's wrong?
Game.
Is that a bad
Good
thing?
God, quickly, block it off!
No, no.
Oh, Stanley, what a close, really
How
what
did-
a big, open, just around, no right or wrong direction to follow. You can just go in. Oh,
You're right
thank
there now.
heavens, we would now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Probably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Oh.
One. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't
Yes.
any possibility that you could get. Now, this game design. Stan, this could be rest. Exactly. Do we do lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no track. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what is it? Together? Yes, we must. Here's the ball.
Oh, sneaking up. Rolling.
Are you winning? Is this fun? I have a thought, and I got a sun ball in multiple balls makes one more euphoric sports. I'm going to try it out.
I
Here
don't
comes
like
another
that
ball.
he makes balls with euphoric.
Is that really doesn't make a job? We have to show.
What the wait, what? That's... There's a lot of balls.
Miss Stanley. Having a good time because guess what?
What?
That's real fun comes to an end. This is my game. Fun when I let you, Stanley. Besides, you someone like me. Boundaries, video games are nuts. I'm your purpose. And since you decided you didn't game, now what a goodbye, Stan. How you? I'm not around to set. Somehow, I don't enjoy it as much. You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who
He's very... Is he just gone? Oh, I wonder. Please? No. He's just gone. What? Is this? Can I have my God. He's just gone.
Hold on. What are you doing?
I thought you left.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
What's all of this? Cool. Nope, I just flew out. What? Where the hell am I? Oh no. Okay, this is a little creepy. God, I hate this. I really hate this. Oh no, this is very unsettling. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's go through this door. 423. Oh, I might be able to find... Oh, there's a light. Oh no. 425. 427. It's different. What? I'm so confused with what I'm meant to do here. Oh.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way.
Are you
Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Alright. Oh, another loading screen. I wonder if it's going to restart me. Oh, it did. Let's go see if the input received changed to a different computer.
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We have shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work.
What?
Can you verify that this is correct?
Yes.
Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
Okay. I guess I'm getting a whole lot of cardboard boxes. I'm curious if this has changed. Many of these computers.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
You know, I
this
like
was
the
not
store.
the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew
There's
it
that
perfectly
other
well.
path he wants
Perhaps
me
he
to
wanted
take.
to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the open door on his left.
I will this time, this narrator.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section to head to the opposite and got back on track.
But no. There's an elevator. What? Did the elevator kill me?
But Stanley didn't want to go back. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's,
Did you get lost?
Left.
Is this door open? No? I guess let's go left.
No, it's to the right, ma'am.
So it does open.
No, not the right. Would I have ever said it was What was I thinking? It's clearly...
What were you thinking?
Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Oh?
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Let's hope so. There's a truck. Can I drive the truck? Oh. What the fuck?
No. This isn't all. You're not here yet. What? Quick, Stanley.
Oh.
Close. Okay. We just have to get back to
CTV?
It's all right. The whole completely unused. Rather than time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart again.
I guess. I mean,
this
you blocked
time,
me in here.
Suppose we don't go back. Okay.
Right? I guess. This has been very trippy.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
There is one other path that we need. One other path we need to take.
When Stanley... Wait, what?
What?
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh.
Fuck?
Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
No,
did you move the story somewhere, or...
I don't think so.
Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley.
I like adventures.
Let's find the story.
Let's go through the store. I want to go this way. Inner guilt? Everyone knows what you did. They're just holding back to... You did what? It's not messed up at all.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this.
These are just all...
Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Oh. I actually don't know what's going on. Alright.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Meeting room, missed a memo. That all seems normal. There's no doors now.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Okay. Let's go. I hate Mondays. What? Okay, this is kinda creeping me out now. Narrator?
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Okay. What?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
It did.
Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! Whoa. I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations.
What?
Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
He took my one away from me. What a bastard. Alright, what's happening next? The Stanley Parable
I've got a
Adventure Line.
solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
It's trademarked.
Just follow the line. How simple is that?
This is new. Oh, my man's playing solitaire. I'll turn it off. What's this way? Dead end. Alright.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside experience of... Is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Sure where I was going with all that.
Okay,
you know
that's fine.
I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten them.
Okay. Two peer reviews.
Wait, cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Right, it looks like fern. Can I have the music back, please?
Wait, what? We're back at the office? Ooh. You're the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell? Oh, no. Line, how could you have done this to us? Trusted you. After everything we've been through, what the hell? Restart.
He sounded very defeated.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting.
So that's what you're doing.
Mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Okay. 437.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, or it.
Okay.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any our awesome new story. Lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
The line just wants a friend. I'm gonna name the line Linne. Okay. Bye, Linne.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere. which means that somewhere that we're trying to go, the door, here, turn, means that I started reverse for it. So starting from the right, will taking the right door lead us to going the us. Then by all, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Our dates.
Oh no, only the right door.
Oh, hold up. Fusion ending. You me. That's what this is. It's all one giant. Supposed to restart the game. All this goes.
Find the line again.
Determined. So now a schedule. Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because this wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all? Is it really? Can't be. I'd restart. I don't want to forget what trap like this. I won't do it. I won't. I won't. And stopped. Did we do it? Did we break the cycle? Whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone... Oh. Okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, there's in some way that this story, wouldn't you? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey. Though they're always saying that life is a journey, and we are right now. Well, won't we? Eventually. In the meantime...
What was that noise? We should find the adventure line again. Unless the whole cycle has just been broken. Find out if I'm able to move. I can move. There's boxes. Oh, shit, the boxes!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
The boxes!
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Look at all the boxes. There's a yellow box. His box is there.
To a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door.
More box. No. Yeah, more boxes.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Chooses for Broke Wednesdays. Wedges. Pranking Floor 5 meeting. What does it say? Targets. Funny fright. No cost vision. Get Chris out of the broom. Wait, can we go save Chris? So just core value experience. This is just you most of all. Okay, thank you. Okay, this is all business stuff. Number of slides on the slide. Charts, slides. Okay. Oh, Chris.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Where's Chris? Chris is in here somewhere.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no pup, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Not very well.
Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some as it is. Literally
Chris
just
is somewhere in here
there
narrating.
doing survey.
We have to save him. I think this is him here.
Are you
Poorly modeled
really still
broom.
in the broom closet? Standing
Yep,
around?
not doing nothing.
Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
The meeting said Chris was stuck in the broom closet. I'm here to get him out.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley past the broom closet for it,
well, I'd have.
Literally, this closet is of absolute no significance ever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Must be significance to the story. Yeah, it is. Chris is in here somewhere.
Oh, broom closet ending. The broom closet ending
Wait,
was my
the broom
favorite.
closet ending.
It's fine. Concerning.
I want to get the broom closet ending. That's
really stupid. Probably only got the job because of a family connection, but he is.
That was uncalled for.
Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
It's very uncalled for, Mr. Narrator. I am trying to find someone.
Well, I've come to a very conclusion about right now. You're dead.
Oh, okay.
You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system.
Yeah, well, that's what happened. You take back those...
Well, in a situation like this, one near to ensure it is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
Okay.
Hello? Anyone who happens to be negative of the long-term sustainability of your species, please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway. Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. You, too, believe I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to.
Oh,
fish,
I'm sure a monkey
fungus.
would do this thing.
Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
If I wait, will he say something else? Okay, no, let's just keep going.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
It's rated down. Ooh. Oh no, everything's fine. Just counting here in a party by myself,
But
which is
Stanley
using
just
check
couldn't do
everything.
it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
That is a good question.
The voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley
running through the same rooms over and over
believing
again,
that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
This is a very fun game.
Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the
Yes,
voice
this
explain all
important voice.
that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up.
No.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over.
I've walked
Let
through
me go
something.
back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my
I
job.
thought he didn't have a wife. We established this
All
narrator.
I want is my life,
And that really
exactly
fucked
the
up
way
thing.
it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Do you wanna talk, narrator? Stanley, narrator? Oh, this is where I got myself stuck.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real.
I don't like this turning
Can
more and more
anyone hear
red.
my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Okay.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What? Who's
Mariella
Mariella?
woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work.
Is
But
that
on
Stanley?
this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew.
But he's dead.
Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Well, okay. That happened. The end is never loading. Well, never the end is loading. What's never the end is never the end is never the end is. It's not the end is never the end is never the end is loading. Alright.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Oh no,
Yeah,
I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yeah, let's do that. The executive bathroom. I've got the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course. That's 11th verse. Is that all I can do in here? It's clearly the boss's office. Let's go this way. Oh, an elevator. Let's go up. Oh yeah! Royalty-free elevator music. I think this is just gonna spin the rest of the game. Wasn't even Narrator's getting it on it. Is it a stop? Wait. I was kidding. Oh, it stopped? No, it's just looking at the nav. I'm going down. Yeah! I can just up now. Okay. Oh. Alright, that was fun. Suppose we could... Wait. Oh, I found it.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
Okay.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh, there's a loading screen. It's getting really weird, really trippy.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
There's a door that says escape. I'm gonna escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Probably not. I'm thinking it might be my death now. Actually, feeling. What the fuck?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss.
You can't see me,
like
I
plucking
can't see
the
it.
eyeballs from a blind man. And so he
It's a little
resigned
dark.
and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Narrator, please. Narrator with buddies. Please. Duh.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated, as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Whoa. Boxes. Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Accomplish.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
She was in a good time. His Office of the Two Doors was the first part of the game that was built. Sections have been added and altered through development through the core libraries. Nature paintings. Filing cabinets. Office computers. The Office. Button sounds. Cool. Curse. Wait, have I made it to the end? Early version of the maintenance room. Is this actually the end? Designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. Realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too joking on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. Give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Cargo lift. That just repeats, okay. Still too meta for me right now. Left to right, the evolution Stanley's office have done this screen. Okay, it gets more and more disheveled. Is this just a museum?
On the snow. Let's see. Stanley walked through the green door. Then he pushed the number 4.
Then he pushed the number 4.
Stanley stood on the snow. Now look closely, Stanley.
This... It's just a museum. There's gotta be something to do here. Oh.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Let's turn it off.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No,
Is this
perhaps not.
a lady narrator
Sometimes
talking
these things cannot be seen.
to me as a player? Oh.
But listen to me. You
Okay.
can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Turn off your Xbox. There's no other way
What?
to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose.
Do we quit the menu? Is it the I can't turn off the Xbox. I take it there's just it's like, oh yeah, stop playing the game and it saves these two. I guess I'll do one more run through and we'll go the fully intended path unless this changes everything.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
That's not... New content?
New content? What does that mean, new content?
What? Maybe there's a little bit more.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Alright.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Let's hope so, narrator.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, here we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new...
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tea. It's as if the... Oh, okay, see the content in Stan...
The jump circle.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle. Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
I'll say some jumps.
Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. Elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Thank you for enjoying new content.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? What have video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, test achievement, please ignore. What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. You say, friend.
I don't like how menacingly he said friend. I might... Alright, I'm gonna... I'm invested now though, but I need to end it at some point. I don't know if a track's saved data or not. It seems like you play in the sitting. No, I am probably just gonna end it there. Wait, I can't. Because I'm not... Oh god, I can't.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something. Oh, you don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well, fine. You're a dork anyway, so who cares?
Damn, new content is closed off.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yes, yeah, let's do the intended ending.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Always come
Feeling
back
a
and stream
wave
the
of
other one.
disbelief, Stanley decided to his boss's office, hoping he'd come into a stair. Stanley walked upstairs to his boss. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings. Was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy. So he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Oh yeah. I don't know what New Age music is, but it's something.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Right now, let's do the intended way. And that'll be it. It's been an hour or something.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
How's that there?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom and this mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
Fire.
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life on else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
What happens if I do turn it off? Oh, hearing something.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
An achievement. Beat the game. Well, I guess that's as good an indication as any. Oh, another achievement. Get your first achievement. Or for getting any of the other achievements as your first. Don't ever look at the achievements of this game. Okay, it's gonna take me back here. Let's have a quick look. Achievements. Test achievement, please ignore. Test achievement description, replace this. Quit the game and start it again. Can't jump, no seriously, we disabled it. Play the Stanley Parable for the entire duration of a Tuesday. 88888. Click on door 435 times. Click on door 435 times. Ah. If you're going to complete the Stanley Parable in under 4 minutes 20 seconds, not including load times. Settings, world champion, set all settings more. Applies in the menu to all the available numbers. Super Ghost, I definitely stayed here for 10 years. Oh god. Yeah, I think this is a good time to need to